When you actually integrate the youth to be part of these events, to be able to attend the ceremonies or their sessions, it actually puts them in the steps of very important people and actually integrating them into the process.
Empowering youth through debate and dialogue. This year's edition of the Doha Forum Youth Edition brings together more than 150 global youth leaders, diplomats and industry experts under the theme Justice in Action, Beyond Promises to Progress. Organized by Qatar Debate and supported by the Ministry of Youth and Sports and Media City Qatar, this two-day event serves as a prelude to the Doha Forum, providing a platform to advance youth-led ambitions in solving the most pressing global issues.
The theme of Doha Forum Youth Edition mirrors the main theme of the main edition, but mainly looking at it from the perspective of youth. And most of the youth we have chosen are from the ages of 18 to 35, are established youth leaders in their own right.
Over the years, Qatar Debate's strategic partnerships have not only helped the organization develop talent for its members, it's also propelled the readiness in preparing large-scale events like the Doha Forum Youth Edition.
Our partnerships with Doha Forum, Ministry of Sports and Youth, and Media City Qatar have been essential and important parts of the success of Doha Forum Youth Edition, mainly because, one, their area of expertise that they're bringing in and knowledge that they're bringing in into these forums and energy, but two, because they have allowed us and have been integral parts into giving our youth seats in important tables and conversations.
From diplomacy to healthcare, science and social work, youth delegates of 100 nationalities gather to chart new paths of change, with representatives from the host country stepping up to take the lead.
I think it's very important for youth to participate in forums like this simply because the youth are the most disproportionately affected by a lot of these issues. Their futures, their careers, whether they have children and what those children's futures will look like, it's something that we'll have to deal with for decades. So this is something that is incredibly important because we also want to, give voices to people who have been impacted or will be impacted the most.
Through panel discussions, fireside chats, roundtables, and workshops, the Doha Forum Youth Edition simulates real-life processes that demand negotiation skills, policy-making, and effective communication.
When you actually integrate the youth to be part of these events, to be able to attend the ceremonies or their sessions, as well as, emulating the sort of political processes that happen. So for instance, in Doha Youth Forum, what we're going to do is we're going to have roundtable sessions where all of these delegates are acting as political change makers, as policy makers. So it actually puts them in the steps of very important people and actually integrating them into the process.
Gathering a group of diverse, ambitious, and like-minded people in one place makes it the perfect melting pot where ideas are not only shared and exchanged, but also challenged.
Changemakers not only come here to meet and cross-pollinate ideas, they are here to upskill themselves and to kind of challenge each other, leverage each other's expertise and competitive edges to kind of boost their change-making to the next level. It just sets the stage for this current generation to handle the kind of pressure, handle that kind of insane multipolar world that we're coming into, to kind of be more ready to accept the beacon and torch from the current generation.
The involvement of international speakers from several multilateral organizations, civil society groups, and nonprofits added a layer of global dialogue in thought leadership. Mirroring the Doha Forum's mandate, political commentators were also included in the lineup of delegates, helping to inspire the next generation.
I found my purpose as a young person, in large part because I was raised by, very politically conscious parents. Look, everyone's in a different situation, so it's hard to give general advice, but I would just say, for young people, always be on the lookout for ways in which, within whatever constraints you have, how helpful you can be to better humanity, because ultimately, the future of the planet, sort of relies on everybody making the best choices that they can for the collective good.
Through dialogue, workshops, and networking sessions, the success of the Doha Forum Youth Edition is a clear signal that empowering the youth of today shapes the leaders of tomorrow through collaborative action and a shared conviction for meaningful change to build a more inclusive and sustainable future.